Welcome to the newest episode of CahCaw Time, which is a new segment here on Spirit of the Raven that is all about connecting you to your higher self, helping you see signs and synchronicities so that you can continue down your divine mission in your life path. And I'm your host, RavenMcChesney, and I'm so excited to bring you today's topic, which is teaching you the 4 ways to which that you can really learn to communicate and hear the signs from spirit. Really excited for today's topic. Today we're going to talk about the 4 ways to which you can really learn how to interpret spirit messages and to really connect with the other side. So here we go. So yes, there are 4 ways to which you can really connect with your higher self and really get to know spirit. And just like with anything else that you do, it's going to be about practicing and, learning from it and asking for divine guidance and really paying attention. Definitely when you're asking to see signs and synchronicities, it's really important for you to pay attention to the details because that is where Spirit's really going to talk to you. They may say that the devil's in the details, but God is very much in the details. No religious, factors in this video. But anyway, so the 4 different ways that you can connect are going to be your clairsentience, which is clear feeling, claircognizant, which is clear knowing, clairaudience, which is clear hearing, and clairvoyance, which is clear seeing. So the first 2 we're going to go over is clairsentience and claircognizant. Those are both kind of more in the realm of feeling and knowing. So you're going to feel these, like clairsentience, you're going to feel here, and your solar plexus, which is where your gut, it's where your intuition is. It's also where you're going to feel claircognizant as well, but claircognizant is a knowing, so you're going to feel it coming down through your crown chakra. So let's talk about them. So clairsentience is clear feeling. So this is where basically, let's say you walk into a room full of people, somewhere you've never been before, and you get this feeling like bad vibes. Like, I should not be here. I should leave. I should go. That is clairsentience. That is that is one of the most basic human instincts of surviving. So most humans are very in tune with this because they have to be. It's the same thing if you meet somebody and they're speaking this crazy truth to you and you get goosebumps all up and down your body. That is also clairsentience. That is your soul trying to tell your mind that this is truth, so pay attention. This is a beautiful way to receive messages, and I'm sure you guys have already been playing around with this and know what I'm talking about. So the next way is going to be claircognizant. So claircognizant is one of the rarest forms of working with signs and synchronicities or working with spirit. And I think the reason for this is because we have so many blockages with trusting ourselves. This is why a lot of the time spirit guides will talk to us through like symbols and songs outside of ourselves, because they want us to be able to do this, but this develops with trust with self. And you develop this one by like literally believing yourself when it happens. So this could be an example of you needing to make more money and you don't know how, you're running out of ideas, and then one day you're just like walking your dog and all of a sudden it's just like, put your painting up on Etsy. And you're like, and so then you put your painting up on Etsy and it sells, boom, it's done. Like, you got the intellect, you took the divine action, and then you saw the result. And by practicing that is how you develop it, because you start to develop a trust in yourself and a trust in, what you know. So those are like the first 2, and they're very much within your own body. I guess you should say your body, like inside, connecting with spirit and your spirit guides and your higher self. But the next two are going to be focused more on the crown chakra and the third eye. And these are my favorite ways to connect with spirit. And that is because I am in the business of signs and synchronicities, and this is what ruffles my feathers in life. I love signs and I love synchronicities, and I love teaching people how to work with them. So the first way is we're going to talk about is going to be clairvoyance. And clairvoyance means clear seeing. And it's kind of funny because right before I started this video, I saw a hawk fly by my window, because you guys are right in front of my window. And we see hawks here all the time, but hawks are all about clairvoyance. They're all about being able to see through into other dimensions and to see, physically see the symbols that is being sent to you. So an example of this would be, let's say you're looking outside and you're noticing that the clouds look like bunnies, and then you're like, oh, look at the bunnies. And then you're walking home, and then you see a bunch of rabbits on your way home, and you're like, oh, look at the rabbits. And then you get home and you're watching YouTube, and a commercial comes on with the Energizer Bunny, and you're like, oh, look, another rabbit. At some point you're probably going to be like, well, why do I keep seeing rabbits? So then, if you're still learning signs and synchronicities, that's totally okay. If you have to look it up, you should totally subscribe to me if you're in that boat, because I'm all about teaching what each of these things mean. Let's say rabbits, they're all about overcoming your fear, overcoming your own doubts and really going for the things that you want. But rabbits are also about mating and having offspring and sexually connecting with another person. Maybe you're in like the world of that at the moment when you're seeing it. Another way that you can experience clairvoyancy could be, let's say you're using the bathroom in a public You're using the bathroom in a public place, and the paint in front of you is chipping into like a 2 or a 1 or something, And let's say it's a 2, and you're like, well, what does 2 mean? Maybe you've seen a bunch of 2s, or maybe just in that moment you feel like it's a sign. And 2s are all about balancing, and they're about duality, and they're about the feminine, the masculine, and maybe you're at this place in your life where you're trying to balance multiple things, and it's kind of like the symbol of like you are learning balance right now, or to ask for more guidance about balance. And sometimes you can ask for more signs on top of signs. And that's kind of becomes a little bit advanced, but this is kind of how you start working with clairvoyancy. Clairvoyancy is also in the realms of interpreting dreams and interpreting meditations. And when I say dreams, I'm not just talking about night dreams, I'm also talking about daydreaming too. So if you're seeing the same symbols in your dreams, like a tornado, for instance, and tornadoes can be, havoc in your life, but it could also be about new beginnings, clearing the path for things like that. One way to kind of grow this or to remember your dreams more is to start a dream journal, start a sign journal. Like, this is the signs I'm getting today. These are the things that I'm seeing. The more you keep doing that, the more you're telling spirit and telling your brain to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. And of course, this can also involve seeing license plates with 1111 or 222. All those are underneath the realm of clairvoyance. So the last one is one of my other favorites, other than clairvoyancy. It's going to be clairaudience, which is the same thing that we just went over, but with hearing. And a perfect example is going to be like let's say you're looking for love right now in your life, and you're trying to manifest it. And what if, let's say, you get down and you start feeling like you can't manifest love? Well, let's say one day you're grocery shopping, and all of a sudden all the songs on the radio are talking about love. And they're talking not just any love, but all the songs are like your favorite love songs. Well, if you've been working with manifesting, you know that manifesting is about how you feel and not just how you think. So maybe your spirit guides are trying to make you feel love. They're trying to remind you of what being in love feels like so you can attract that. Or let's say you're making this decision and you have to decide between taking an offer and not taking an offer. And let's say you're just kind of minding your own business and doing your own thing, because a lot of times our signs will come when we least expect them to, because we don't have that block, And let's say you're just kind of minding your own business, and all of a sudden somebody on their phone walks by and they're like, yeah, I took the deal and I'm so happy I took it. You know, and maybe that's enough for you. Maybe you're like, I'm taking the deal, it's done. Or you could be like me and want to get like 15 signs around one decision. I'm a Libra. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or the fact that I love getting signs. So maybe that's why I get so many one topic. Maybe you need more. And so then maybe somebody calls you, like a friend, and they just tell you, like, you know, I just feel like, you know, you're so good at this. You're such a good risk taker. You know, I always admired that about you, that you're able to know when to go for something. You know, or something like that, that kind of starts pointing you in that direction. And so you have to understand that all signs and synchronicities is just a way for spirit to kind of help you on the highest path, the path that you have asked for, and the path that you're most suited for. Okay, so I really hope that helped you understand the floor. So I really hope that helped you guys understand the 4 ways that you can communicate with spirit. If you are curious about what is your strongest way to speak to God and to hear God, or the universe, creator, whatever you want to call it, I actually created a quiz just for this specific thing. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions to find out what you are most in tune with. And once you know that, then you can work on developing that so that you can get the direct communication that you need to know what to do next and what the universe is trying to tell you. So there's a link for that down below in the description box. So definitely take that quiz and let me know. Comment below, what is your top Claire? Also, I started a Facebook group just for this channel, and it's for like-minded people, and please feel free to join it and post about your signs. Like if you're getting signs about like, what does this mean? What is I don't know, like, what does it mean if I have a dream about a purple sky or something like that? Please feel free to post it there, and feel free to answer other people's questions and just connect with other like-minded people. So until next week, you guys, I've really enjoyed this topic, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do next. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.